Hey, Kevin here, top 100 financial advisor, two-time author, one-time bestseller, and we're here to talk about the stock market. Now, at the time I'm recording this, it is 6 p.m. Eastern time, and things could change by the time you watch this video. Now, I am releasing it a bit early. We normally go on at 10, but because of the election, number one, we expect to hear, or the way things are shaping out now, by around 9 o'clock, we should know who the president is. That's not a guarantee, but I wanted to get this out in front. So make sure that you share this video because it is extremely important for what may happen tomorrow and over the next few weeks in the stock market. All right, so right now, most of us are focused on the election. That means there are two things that we are not talking about that can affect the market. Number one, the coronavirus. Nobody's been talking about it. We have no idea if cases have spiked, if they're flattened, do we have a cure, are we progressing in any way on that front. Once the election stuff is over, it could be a week, it could be 2 weeks, it could be a month if we decide to get legal battles, which I think is already happening in Wisconsin. Once all of that stuff is done, that is still the elephant in the room. Then you have the stimulus package. Is the Senate going to pass that? If so, when? And how is that going to play out? If the stimulus is passed, we expect the market to go up. But we expected it weeks ago and it didn't happen. And that's actually what drove the market down right before this week. So we're going to see what happens there. But my caution, my warning to you is to not get overly optimistic or overly pessimistic about what's happening right now today or what may happen tomorrow. What a lot of us, with new investors especially, but a lot of people are feeling, we have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Those things were great. We expect Biden, based on what we see right now, he could be the president. Therefore, boom, the market is going to take off starting tomorrow or starting at the end of this week. That's not necessarily the case. Once the buzz comes down after the election, we're going to start looking and say, oh yeah, what about the virus? Oh yeah, what about cold and flu season? Oh yeah, what about the stimulus? And the market could still go up. That's not out of the realm of comprehension, but I would say your biggest thing is to wait. It doesn't mean not to invest at all. It means keep with what you have, your portfolio. If you've been listening over the last, 6, 8, 9 months, you know that you should have been in position for this already. It's why we talked about Black Friday early. It's why we talked about defensive stocks early. It's why I've been talking about things like Clorox, like Colgate, all of those stocks, things you need anyway that have been solid for years, Dollar General, things like that. You've already been in position, and most of us should have already been in position. So for me, I'm not adding anything new based on the election because it's still up in the air. I already got my coronavirus stocks. I already got my my Black Friday stocks. I already got my long-term stuff. So I'm already set. I'm not going to move and do anything. So that's what I mean by waiting. I'm not saying don't have all your money in cash and just wait until this whole thing is over. I mean, I'm waiting to add new things. I'm waiting for things to shake out to see if I want to add anything new. My date for when I'm adding and subtracting and really taking a look at my portfolio is the end of December, because that was the date I had already. I do June, I do December. That's it. That's it. And the reason we do is because we allow these investments to grow and we are ahead of the game in terms of what we're expecting to happen. So back in June, we made a few changes. We talked about on the watch list what we had changed as well. We do that to get ready for what we expect to happen in the next 6 to sometimes 3 months. This is why we've talked about this before, why I switched out Kroger, which is still a good stock, for Walmart, because we expected Black Friday. That's still around the corner. It's several weeks from now, but it's still here. And some Black Friday sales have started already. I understand that. And holiday shopping and all that stuff. That's why we did it early. So you should already be in position. You don't want to try and prepare and invest for the election the day of the election or the week of the election. You want to get it done ahead of time. And again, it can be unpredictable. I'm still on the chaos party, meaning anything can happen in 2020. And I don't know if I mentioned it already or not, but there's already supposedly a recount challenge in Wisconsin. This could continue. There are people saying to stop counting the vote in Michigan. So we will see. But again, I am staying still. I am waiting. I'm not doing anything extra or special. Or I'm also not letting the last 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, make me think that everything else is okay. The virus is still here. That has been the most constant thing all year long. And there are times, and you have seen, the market goes up, doesn't care about the virus at all. Nobody's paying attention to it. And then all of a sudden we realize that, oh yeah, the virus is still here. We talk about stocks like Disney that has to close down studios, has to keep their park closed, and then the stock tanks. It's been like that. It's been like that. There are people right now jumping into airline stocks because airline stocks are moving up based on the election stuff. But guess what? People still aren't traveling. The virus is still out there. These airlines are still losing money. And after a few weeks, the airline stocks tank again unless we get a stimulus, which we don't really know. So again, my biggest thing is don't let the last 3 days fool you into thinking that everything's going to be okay. And hopefully things are. I do have hope for the market that things are going to be okay. But you don't want to invest on hope. You want to invest on reality and what actually happens. And you want to invest in what we know from past data, because that's all we really have. And right now, there's nothing in the past to tell us that airline stocks are going to be good. We don't know what's going to happen with the stimulus. We'll see. And then right now, we don't really know what's happening with the election. So again, don't let the last few days let you think that everything's going to be okay. We still need to figure out the rest of Congress that could help or hurt depending on who wins. Again, we've got data to support that. So we'll see. It's the time to wait and see. All right. Talk to you guys later. Make sure you share the video. Make sure you go to buildingbread.com/free that takes you to my email list where you can get great free investment tips all the time. So make sure you check that out. All right. Talk to you guys later.